Today I will present about the analysis of Apple Watch, which is the launch of Apple Watch. Firstly, introduction. Okay, introduction. Apple Watch is about when is the Apple Watch is launched and the characteristic and so on. Okay, firstly, we will see about the smartwatch. A smartwatch is a wearable computer in the form of watch. Where yearly models could only perform being a basic tasks such as calculation, digital time, telling, translation, and game playing. Okay, in 2010, smartwatch also have a game more functionality closer to smartphones, including mobile apps and mobile operating system, which is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. It also support wireless technologies such as Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, and so on. Okay, smartwatch also have a industry that starts to grow rapidly in 2010 as they are often used in fitness tracking with various sensors available. Okay, for this, used in the fitness tracking and also electrical heart sensor, which is ECG/EKG, and others. This growth also the growth smartwatch industry also rising of population with the chronic disease such as diabetes and obesity, as well as the increase in the health awareness among consumers. Next, Samsung Group is the largest smartwatch manufacturer in 2014. Okay, for this, Samsung actually holding 42% of market share with 2.50 million units of sold by early 2015. And People is the second largest smartwatch manufacturer, which is held 16% of market share with Sony 12%, Motorola 11%, LG 5% of the market share. Next is, okay, Smartwatch also designed with the component of fitness tracker with necessary health parameters. Okay, next, the objective. The objective is first, we are determining the characteristic of Apple Watch. Second, we see about the operating system in the oligopoly. Third, the solution for Apple company to regulate the price of Apple Watch. Fourth, the ability of Apple Watch to stand still in the smartwatch industry in recent years. Lastly, increase the sales of Apple Watch, becoming the first best-selling smartwatch in the world.
Background of Apple Company. Apple Company is an American multinational firm that develops, manufactures, and sells electronic goods. The company hardware's products include iPhone, iPad, the Mac personal computer, iPod portable media player, and in 2015, Apple Company has launched a new product line of Apple Watch in the smartwatch industry. The first Apple Watch was launched in September 2014 and was introduced by Tim Cook when he presented the iPhone 6 in the same day. Apple Watch first generation or Apple Watch Series 0 was one of the most powerful wearable devices. In second quarter year 2015, approximately 4.2 million of Apple Watch have been sold, becoming the best-selling wearable device. The operating system used by Apple Watch is watchOS, where Apple Watch is paired with an iPhone to customize settings and perform variety of functions. Function of Apple Watch. Apple Watch incorporates fitness tracking, health-oriented capabilities, and wireless telecommunications. Beginning with Series 3, LTE cellular connectivity models have been introduced where the watches can connect to a mobile network independently, where users can make calls and texting to reduce the use of iPhone after initial setup. Apple Watch has been listed as one of the 25 best innovations of 2014 by Time in November 2014. However, there are two different reviews given by the user of Apple Watch, where some praise for its design, potential capabilities, and eventual usefulness, while some criticize the watch from some aspects such as price and inaccuracy of heart monitoring features. Analysis market of Apple smartwatch industry. The first characteristic is interdependence. Interdependence is the most significant features of oligopoly companies in decision making. An oligopoly company decides its price and output level by considering the actions and reactions of competing enterprise. So based on the figure given above, we can see that the quantity demanded of Apple Watch is closely interdependent on Pebble, Samsung, Motorola, and LG. So we can conclude that Apple company has a close relationship or is interdependence with another rival company. In addition, an oligopoly company must predict the reactions of competitors to price changes or other action. The second characteristic is barrier to entry. Barriers faced by Apple company who wants to enter the smartwatch industry are high fixed costs, patents, brand loyalty, and acquire the technological knowledge about the industry. Delay the possibility of profit and increased break-even output are also the high setup costs for the entry initial market. Spending money on research and development is usually a sign of potential entrance, indicating that the company has large financial reserve. In order to compete, new entrants will reach or exceed this level of expenditure for future competition. This will become hindrance of Apple Watch to enter this smartwatch industry. Therefore, this is the reason why most of the technological firms are unwilling to enter the smartwatch market due to the high fixed cost compared to perfect competition market. The third characteristic is differentiated products. In the market of smartwatches, there are different branding and are made by different materials and technology, but their function are almost the same. Differentiated product oligopolies tend to focus on products that satisfy the wide variety of consumer wants and needs. The fourth characteristic is a few firms in market share. The definition of an oligopoly in Britain is that if the total market share of the top 5 companies exceeds 50%, it can be classified as an oligopoly market. This is because the power is concentrated among several sellers who can take power over the market. From this statement, we can prove that the smartwatch industry is an oligopoly market because the largest 5 firms in this smartwatch market have more than 50% of the total market share.
Good morning, doctor. My name is Hui Shun. Matrix number is 270113. Today, I want to present the problem faced by Apple Watch when launching. First, the problem facing by Apple Watch is higher fixed cost in production. This means that when the Apple Watch is going to enter this market, it must put more energy into this field to recover the higher fixed costs. From the case study, battery life of Apple Watch is the worst among the other brands of smartwatch because Apple company lack of research and development in the technological sector and cause the power consumption for smartwatch system is quite high. Therefore, it cannot maximize the utility of the consumer and destroy the satisfaction for using it. Besides that, the higher fixed cost in production for the Apple Watch also include advertising costs. That is because price rigidity may also occur when there is a mature company with the influence of price leadership. Companies in the market only can implement non-price strategy, which is advertising. Advertising play an important role to help consumers in process of decision making, and let customers have the time to truly study every limited available option before making a purchase decision. Okay, what is the second problem? The second problem facing by Apple Watch is oligopoly have market power, which means that can influence price in the market. That's because there is only a few companies in the market. Therefore, Apple companies set a higher price to maximize their profit due to Apple company request to pay the higher fixed cost for producing Apple Watch because it was the first time to launch. From the figure in the right hand side, we can know that the red triangle is the cost that were lost, and which is economic inefficiency, which means that the amount that is the loss due to the existence of the oligopoly. This reflects the allocative inefficiency and market inefficiency. From article in Wired magazine has criticized the smartwatch and the wearable device industry is lack of attention to healthcare. They say like that, it's shame because the old, chronically ill and poor people are being ignored and could not get benefit from it. Indeed, companies seem most interested in helping affluence and the bureaucracy. From this statement, we draw a conclusion that smartwatch is nominally effective because of its unnecessary losses in the market. When the society is willing to give up certain efficiency to ensure the utility or satisfaction from the electricity or similar service to a certain extent. Okay, what is the third problem? The third problem facing by Apple Watch is another firm have high concentration in the market. Before Apple Watch enter the market, the smartwatch company have occupied a large share of the market. It can limit the choice that consumer gets and make difficult for Apple Watch to get a foothold in smartwatch market. Apple Watch is only a novice in this field, and it cannot become a competitive rival in a very short time. So, for one thing, the Apple Watch is designed for the iPhone only, and Android will not align with Apple's desire to make the best experience possible as well as the best design pairing possible. Thus, believe that the Apple Watch paired with Android handphone will become the desired. Therefore, competition among smartphone producers will inherently tie to competition among smartphone producers. The tie to a smartphone provided a competitive challenge for firms attempting to increase their share of the smartwatch market. If Apple Watch cannot enter smartwatch industry successfully, it can lead to decision-making bias and irrational behavior. Because an oligopoly removes the threat of competition from the market, those who practice it are sometimes free to manipulate the consumer decision-making process. The benefit of consumer could not be maximized from this situation. Okay, so I will pass another part to my member. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I will continue to present my part, which is solution for our case study. By the way, my name is Anisatira Binti Zainal Abidin, metric number 267794. Okay, the first solution is expanding corporate finance. The purpose of expanding corporate finance is to achieve better research and development results for Apple Watch occasionally. As Apple company is a listed company, its access to foreign capital is relatively large. The way to collect foreign investment is divided into three categories, which is number one is foreign investment. Foreign investment can be collected by angel investor. Angel investors are providing their personal asset as capital to help Apple with starting their R&D. They are generally the individual or group and only looking for projects which will have a good profit potential in the future. Apple will be expected to present well in the future because they differ with venture capitalists who will invest more capital in their more interested project. Okay. The second is a venture capitalist. Venture capitalist is an individual group that provide capital through an organization they set up, looking for high return on their investment. But now still some venture capitalists may want to involve in business decision after they grant some capital for the company. In the past, venture capitalists want to make decisions for the company they fund in order to protect their investment. However, many venture capitalists play the role of a mentor, helping you make business decisions and providing guidance as a protection measure. Third is initial public offering. Okay, initial public offering provide the capital to repay the early stage investor like the angel investor and the venture capital firm. When the company sells share, the venture capital company sell part of its ownership to the public, provide financial capital for established company to expand their business significantly. Okay, second solution is a pricing strategy. The smartwatch have slowly become a necessary good to consumer where people are more concerned on their health. There are three. First is price skimming. Price skimming is a price strategy by which firm charge in the highest initial price that consumer will be willing to pay, and the lowers the price over a period of time. This pricing strategy can be used when a new product enter the market. Firm can reduce the price of the product to one level to attract more cost-conscious buyer. If the price reduction come about too late, consumer may turn to cheaper competitors such as Samsung, Fitbit, Huawei, and other brands. Two is competition-based pricing strategy. Competition-based pricing strategy is a pricing strategy that uses the competitors' price as benchmark, where it's focused on the existing market rate. Second, choose this pricing strategy to compete in the smartwatch industry as there are many competitors who produce almost similar product with lower price. The company can use the price of competitor as benchmark so that the product are not overpriced and affordable by a wide range of consumers. Third is a geographic pricing strategy. This pricing strategy refers to the price of product are different depending on geographic location or market. The difference in the price may be based on the shipping cost, the percentage of that charge, the amount people in the location willing to pay or the currency exchange rate. Apple can implement geographic pricing strategy in different countries by considering the country's income and the ability of the consumer to purchase it. Last but not least, the solution for our case study is brand loyalty. Okay, Apple design a beautiful product hello and let consumer have a wonderful sense of touch when wearing Apple Watch. Apple is not necessarily the first company to introduce technical function. On the contrary, they have reshaped standard. Their products are easy to use and deliver seamless interaction that connect to how you live your life, which appeal to everyone, from someone who just requires call and browsing capability to creative influencers and designers. A new launch Apple product keep all the existing new secret under wraps, just like their invitation only, press conference only, and Apple Watch also has an inclusive sign. Apple has built up one of the most loyal customer base globally, with the circulation of nearly 2 billion mobile phone and unique iOS. They have a unique brand and faithful growth platform. Okay, that's all my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, next conclusion. Okay, conclusion. We get the oligopoly market due to the various characteristics such as interdependence, barrier to entry, differentiate product, and fewer firms in the market share. Okay, for the second point is we conclude that the interdependence on the competing enterprise such as Samsung, Motorola, LG, and others is to determine the output levels as well as the price level. Okay, third is the high barrier to enter as a new entrants have to pay out a larger amount of fixed costs as sunk costs to spend money in R&D. Okay, this one we will expand its the cooperation of finance through angel investor, venture capitalists, and by selling in the shares to public. Okay, the fourth is classified as an oligopoly market because the market share of the top 5 companies in the industry is exceed 50%, whereas the Apple Watch occupies the largest amount of market share, which is holding 73.8% of market share in the third quarter of the year 2015. Okay, there are faces 3 problems in our analysis, which is higher in the fixed cost, price setter, and a high constraint different approach. Okay, first we are looking for higher in the fixed cost, which is fixed cost can expand its corporate finance to achieve better R&D result and expand its corporate finance through angel investors, venture capitalisms, and by selling its shares to public. Okay, for the price setter, it also can influence the price of smartwatch in the market. The price of the Apple Watch Series 0 was set as at $349, which higher than other smartwatch brands. Apple company also have a higher price to its smartwatch due to its higher fixed costs during the first launching. Okay, for the higher concentrated different approach on their price, which is we are setting the strategies, managing fixed costs, and adjust their concentration level, so that we will be expecting to see the even higher sales than before and continue to stand still in the industry